तरन्तं न यस्य कश्चाचिति तरति मायां यया जनो मुह्यति वेदनार्थम् तं निर्जितात्मात्मा गुणं परेशम् न माम भूतेषु समं चरन्तम् न यस्य कश्चाचिति तर्ति मायाम् यया जनो मुह्यति वेदनार्थम् तं निर्जितात्मा आत्मगुणं परेषाम् न माम भूतेषु समं चरन्तम्. न yasya, of whom, the personality of Godhead, kascha, anyone, ati titarti, is able to overcome, mayam, the illusory energy, yaya, by whom, by the illusory energy, janaha, people in general, muhyati, become bewildered, veda, understand, na, not, artham, the aim of life, tam, unto him, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nirjita, completely controlling, atma, the living entities, atma gunam, and his external energy, para isham, the Lord, who is transcendently situated, namama, we offer our respectful obeisances, bhuteshu, unto all living beings, samam, equally situated or equipoised, charantam, controlling or ruling them. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: no one can overcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead's illusory energy Maya, which is so strong that it bewilders everyone, making one lose the sense to understand the aim of life. That same Maya, however, is subdued by the Supreme Personality of Godhead who rules everyone and who is equally disposed towards all living entities. Let us offer our obeisances unto him. Purport: the prowess of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu certainly controls all living entities, so much so that the living entities have forgotten the aim of life. Nate vidu swartha gatimihi Vishnum. The living entities have forgotten that the aim of life is to go back home, back to Godhead. The external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead gives all conditioned souls what appears to be an opportunity to be happy within this material world. But that is Maya. In other words, it is a dream that is never to be fulfilled. Thus, every living being is illusioned by the external energy of the Supreme Lord. That illusory energy is undoubtedly very strong, but she is fully under the control of the transcendental person who is described in this verse as Paresham, the transcendental Lord. The Lord is not a part of the material creation, but is beyond the creation. Therefore, not only does he control the conditioned souls through his external energy, but he also controls the external energy itself. Bhagavad Gita clearly says that the strong material energy controls everyone, and that getting out of her control is extremely difficult. That controlling energy belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and works under his control. Living entities, however, being subdued by the material energy, have forgotten the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Tat Sat Om Agyana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirbhisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The demigods appeal to the Lord in protection. This is a chapter, and we are reading this shloka which speaks about the Lord and his illusory energy. What is the relationship between the Lord, the illusory energy, Prakriti, and the Jiva, conditioned soul, is called Sambandha Gyan or Sambandha Tattva. Understanding the relationship. Actually, this is a very basic subject matter. Bhagavad Gita speaks about Sambandha Gyan. It defines who are you, defines who is God, defines and makes you understand the technicalities of this material world, and then speaks about all the interrelationships. Who controls what, and how you are controlled. So, the context here is, since material energy controls the living entities, they are not able to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Three important: Jiva, Ishvara, and Prakriti. Five subject matters. Out of them, these three are being discussed here. And this is called Sambandha Tattva. Relationship understanding. If you don't understand this, then you don't have basic knowledge about spiritual life. And because you don't understand this and don't have this basic knowledge, you will be overcome by Maya very easily. This is a basic thing to understand. Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva Ye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. My Maya will control you. It is very difficult to overcome. Mama Maya Duratyaya. But Mameva Ye Prapadyante, if you surrender to me according to the instructions given by the devotees of the Lord, Maya Metam Tarantite, then you can cross over. The point here is, doesn't say if you get knowledge you will be able to cross over. It says, Mameve Prapadyante, if you surrender to me only you will cross over. Even if you have knowledge about Maya, you may not cross over. Only if you surrender to me, you will cross over. Very important to understand. Sambandha Tattva does not mean I just mug up the Bhagavad Gita and I know everything. Fine, you know, but you don't realize, you don't understand. So, Maya is so deep and pervasive that most people think they know, but they don't know. This is the meaning of Maya. You think you know, but you don't know. That means you are under Maya. The most people think that they know, but they don't know. Because it's the power of Maya that makes you think you know. The best way to stop you from knowing is to make you think that you know. So you won't endeavor anymore. You won't try anymore because I know. Because I know. The opposite of this is in spiritual life, I don't know. That is why I need to accept Guru. I need to surrender to the Guru, take his instructions, because I don't know. Real knowledge starts from understanding your ignorance. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains ignorance is of three types. Agyana, you don't know about who you are, about yourself. You don't know about God, Krishna. You don't know about his holy name. You will not know. This is called ignorance. Avidya. But the nature of this material world is people show everybody that I know. But knowledge is something that if you actually know, you are very satisfied and you don't have to show people that you know. That's the interesting thing about real knowledge. You are not bothered because you become so self-satisfied that knowledge of Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi itself, will keep you so happy that you are not bothered about what other people think about you. But knowledge of matter is such that it is dependent on what other people think of me. That is, I am knowledgeable. It's very important. As soon as they recognize you as knowledgeable, you are happy. Because your knowledge and the fact that you know you have knowledge depends on other people justifying it and vouching for it. But in spiritual life, when a person becomes self-realized, that itself gives him great happiness and satisfaction. Whether other persons think that you know or don't know does not matter. This is very important. The fact that I know is dependent on others recognizing that I know. When Pandit came, great big Pandit, came to Vrindavan and he heard about Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, all these Goswamis. So he came directly to them and said, let's have a dialogue, a debate, and I'll defeat you. Immediately Rupa Goswami said, no, I am not so good. I am defeated already. I didn't waste time at all. I am defeated already. You can accept. You sign and give it that you have. He said, immediately sign it. I am not at all bothered whether you recognize me that I am good or not good. That I am even willing to say I lost in an argument with you. You are great. Finished. Job over in 1 minute. Get out. Just go. Because that's what you want. But I know I definitely am fully conscious of Krishna and I don't need your recognition. Krishna recognized me as his servant, and that is the end of knowledge, Vedanta. I don't need you to certify me. I am certified. Why? Krishna has accepted me as his devotee, as his sevaka. This is the topmost knowledge. In this way, he left it. But when he is going out, Jiva Goswami met him. He said, what happened? And this is where your uncle is already a lesson given. And he said, no, let us sit down and talk. He finished him, completely defeated him. And he was stunned. What are you? I am his nephew. What are you doing? I cook in the kitchen. I do cooking in the kitchen. He was holding a spoon, it seems. And with a spoon, he finished him. And he told him, you don't know who my uncle is. For your kind information. I am only his nephew, and this is a sample you got from me. A stunning scholarship, Jiva Goswami. You talk to him or anything. Jiva Goswami is considered to be one of our greatest scholars, Pandit. And then Rupa Goswami heard about it. He punished Jiva Goswami. You are not fit to live in Vrindavan. Get out. Get out from here. They went to Mathura. He told him, you don't stay in Vrindavan, get out. You're not fit to be here. Why? Because you did this. You went and spent time with that fellow, trying to prove that you know and he does not know. This is not the mood. It's surrender. It's a mood of surrender and service and sweet relationships with the Lord. So Jiva Goswami went out and took that punishment and was practicing severe austerity because my Guru has become displeased. Sanatan Goswami hears about it. Now, he doesn't even know that scholar came and he got his brother has said okay to him and this happened. Then he goes to Jiva Goswami and says, what happened? Then he explains. Then he goes to Rupa Goswami and says, what are you doing to him? Why are you keeping him like this? Don't punish him like that. Brought him back. This for the attitude of thinking that I know. Which he actually knows. Jiva Goswami actually knows. But that attitude is not good for spiritual development. I'm just using this as an example to show you. People who know don't have to tell you that they know. And they don't need your certificate. Oh, you know. Then only I'm happy. You must think that I know. Actually, even if I don't know, if you think I know, I'm very happy. These are all combinations. I don't know really, but you think I know. That is enough for me. Politicians are all like that. People should vote for me. People should think. It's all about perception. Whether the perception is real, I'm not bothered. The perception. Social media is based on perception. Creating perceptions in people. It's a false world. It's illusion. In this way, Maya holds everybody. You think you know, but actually you don't know. And from there flows everything else in this world. Mostly people don't know. Mostly people don't know. Otherwise they won't be here. They won't be here. So, for a devotee, he is thinking deeply, he can understand. If he reads the Gita, if he reads the Bhagavad carefully in his introspection, he'll understand, actually I don't know. This is the statement of Brahma. Brahma's statement, the Brahma Vimohana Leela, when he meets with Krishna is, people may say that they know, but as far as I know, I don't know. I don't know. What people say, I don't know. They think they may say so many things, but as far as I know, from my intelligence, my realization, I don't know. That much I know. This is the meaning of this is the expression of the most intelligent person in the universe. It is not easy to know you. Only if you desire that I know, I will know. Only if you desire, I will know. It's a nice shloka that says that. That is why illusion is very powerful. Krishna is saying, Mama Maya Duratyaya. Unless you perform service to the Lord in humility and surrender, you will not get to know. That's all. Full stop. For that you have to follow such a person. Inspired by him. Inspired by him. Get some water. Inspired by him, You must engage in devotional service under his instructions. This is the methodology of getting to know. Getting to know Krishna is not something very easy. Open the book and you read, I know. That is not the meaning of I know. It's a one step, you know something. You can cut and paste from here and there and say, make people think that you know. Oh, you quote so many shlokas, you know very well, huh? Yeah. But that is the way you judge. Because he quotes shloka, he knows. Because he's able to cut and paste very efficiently, he knows. No. That's, these demigods know that. So they are saying that your illusory energy is so powerful, it will stop you from understanding you. Only by your mercy can the illusory energy be removed. Mamevaye prapadyante mayametam tarantite. So we should think about this. What is illusion? And whether what I am thinking is illusion, or is it based on the realization and devotional service? It's not easy to know. So, the illusion of Maya, we read about it, we talk about it, we quote the slokas about it, and continue to remain in illusion. It's very amazing. It's very amazing. The more you think about it, the more you, I know Maya, I know illusion. And we continue happily in illusion. So you can imagine the meaning of the word Mama Maya Duratyaya. You think you know, but actually you don't know, and you continue to be under the grip of Maya. Even when you speak great things and all that, you are in Maya. Because it is mentioned, that is the meaning of saying you are under the control of material nature. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Only if you decide can illusion lift itself from you. Repeatedly in the Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita, you will see it mentioned, you are the control of material nature. You are the control of material. It is because we don't understand what it means. You are the control of material nature means I have no hope fighting and putting gusti with material nature to cross material nature. It is only if you decide it will happen. So that is why we are not, devotees are simply interested in doing the thing first is to surrender to Krishna in humility, engage in devotional service. Knowledge means humility. Wherever there is humility, knowledge will be there. Wherever there is humility, knowledge will be there. The person who is genuinely humble is a person who has knowledge. And this does not mean that he is sitting in a corner very nicely and he doesn't talk to anybody. He is in Mauna Vrata and he is very simple. He drinks only kanji in the afternoon, 1 spoon. Actually, many of these things would actually mean he is very puffed up. Like Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur said, Pratishtare asa shukrere vishta tava harinama kevala kaitava. You are chanting Hare Krishna, no, that is big cheating. Why? You are doing it for name and fame. You are going somewhere in the Himalayas, sitting down, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You are not actually chanting. You are interested in fame. That is why you went to some lonely place and you are chanting. What a heavy statement you made. Kaitava means cheating. Whom are you cheating? Cheating yourself first. Tava harinama kevala kaitava. Be under an authority and listen to him and execute service. That is humility. Put yourself under a proper spiritual authority coming in the parampara and execute his order. Try this out and see whether it's possible. Mostly it will be not possible for most people. Not an easy thing to do. Because you learn humility. You go out for book distribution. This is why Prabhupada has asked people to go out and distribute books. In my early days, I was wondering, what is this? I go out and distribute books on the road. It's against my... You can sit in a shop and distribute books. On a table I can sit if you want. Go out and catch people and they shout at you, they get out. But when I did it, something happened to me. I felt very nice. And what is this nice feeling? Feeling very clear and be able to offer a prayer very clearly. Seeing things. Why? Because I am put in a position where I am telling, please take this book. I have to be very humble if you want to present the Bhagavad Gita and ask this person to buy. Bhagavad Gita வாசிக்கிறீங்களா? நீங்களாம் மூடர், நீங்கள் வாசிக்க மாட்டீங்க. He'll never buy it. You can't sell Bhagavad Gita like that. You have to sell very humbly and attract people's attention to you and say, who is this person? Why are you doing this? And very rarely people stand by and speak to you. 1 in 100 will speak to you. So if you sit there and do this, no, you become very dependent on Krishna. You'll be forced to. And in humility, will this person take it? Will this person take it? Like that. And there you can actually see Krishna is working. And when you distribute, the book distributor has got a tremendous amount of realization if he wants. As he reads the books and as he parts with that knowledge to others, something very amazing happens. Humility, knowledge, Krishna revealing himself, all these things happen. That's why some people are very addicted to distributing books. I don't want anything else. I will just read books, do my sadhana and distribute books. Because Prabhupada said, you will please me the most by distributing my books. This is the month of December, all over the world people are distributing books. So we should try to distribute it in humility, and knowledge will dawn on you. When that knowledge dawns on you by mercy of Guru and Krishna, illusion will be gone. That is how illusion goes. Illusion is not going to go automatically by you reading and knowing that this is illusion. It's not going to go so easily. Practically, abhidheya, sambandha tattva, and then abhidheya, the process, engage in the process. Then it leads to prayojana, love of Godhead. So these are some things that immediately occurred to me in reflection. I'll stop here. Om Tat Sat. Any question or comment? A quick short class. No Radha Madhava, only, yeah. That's why we have Guru. You don't have to struggle so much. How do I know? How do I know? It's not your burden alone. That is why we go and ask. That's why I said under authority only you will know. If you think you can do it on your own, then you are also burdened with understanding whether you are making progress or not. You cannot be the performer and the assessor of your own performance. Why you burden yourself with that? Because your assessment will definitely be prejudiced and biased. That is why we have to have another person. Tolerating another person's critique is very difficult. That's why authority is not liked. You will tell something against. When you tolerate that criticism and know that this is good for me and perform according to that, then you will make progress. I am not talking about ordinary material things. I am talking about understanding the truth. It's not an easy thing that on your own you can understand. It is the meaning of parampara. Evam parampara problem. It comes through that. That is, Prabhupada calls it the parampara system. This is the way to learn. This is the way to learn. Not individually you will go and sit with the Bhagavad Gita in a room and read. You will read for half an hour, after that you will sleep. Then you will know that you are under the control of material nature. You want to know how you are under the control of material nature? Go alone and start reading, and go alone and start chanting. You will sleep within 15-20 minutes. That shows you are completely under the control of Maya. Leave you alone, you will either sleep or have sense gratification, mentally, physically, or something. You want to know? Go and try it. That is why Prabhupada said 16 rounds enough, rest of the time you engage yourself in this and that. That is our capacity. Haridas Thakur can sit and chant for 23 hours without sleeping, without this thing, completely focused. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada doesn't have to sleep more than 2-3 hours a day. He sat down and wrote the purports, such heavy philosophical purports in the night. And not sleepy. A sleepy man cannot write those books. He is not sleeping. Wide awake. These are all symptoms of a person who is not under the control of material nature. He can do anything he wants to serve Krishna. He is not conditioned by it. So, if you simply leave yourself alone without the devotional service, association, and sadhana and everything, you will see how you will sink very fast. That's why we are sadhakas. We are not liberated people. You should accept that. We are sadhaka. You leave me alone, I am finished. I need the association of devotees, I need the deity worship, I need the program, I need the association and Bhagavatam and Kirtan and everything together. If I am left alone, I will immediately sink inside the material world. You can test yourself. Any other question or comment? Yeah. That is for material knowledge. That okay. That if you don't do, you'll become a pauper. that the business is based on telling everybody that I know, although you don't know. It's based on that. Economy is based on that. No? Economy is based on greed and cheating. That's all. But this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about spiritual knowledge, talking about Krishna, knowledge of Parabrahman. That Krishna himself explains in the Bhagavad Gita. By my mercy you will get to know. By my mercy you will get to know. And Arjuna also reciprocates and acknowledges that. Nashtamoha smritil labdha tvat prasadat maya achyuta. By your mercy it has happened. Sthito asmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. I am now free from doubt and I am ready to do what you tell me. The result of listening to you, I have become free from doubt, and it is because of your mercy, not on my own. So, we are talking about spiritual knowledge. Material knowledge, we have to do what we need to do, because we want our roti, kapda, makan, we want our money, or this thing, that thing, that goes on. All that is fully based on this only. Based on this only. The Prabhupada writes in the Bhagavad Gita, if a businessman is telling that I am not telling you a lie, this is the price, he is definitely telling a lie. Because, you see, this is what is the catch. I am not telling a lie. This is the price, you know. That's how business is done. You have to tell a lie. You have to cheat the other fellow into giving him, selling him something which he does not need at all. You have to sell him something which he doesn't need, make him pay more than is necessary, and then have him come again for it. This is how the way business goes on. So you cannot in that try and be a Satya Sandan there. You get to become, they strip you of everything out of you and they leave you there laughing at you. That field is Maya's field. But this is the opposite field. Here you just say, I don't know. And this is how you get to know. And Socrates, he will ask them to go to the oracle and ask. And he will say, I don't know. You should ask the oracle. Oracle means in the, it'll tell you the future, can see the truth like that. Some power in some people. So they go to the oracle and ask, who knows? We want to follow. The oracle says Socrates knows. But Socrates told them, I don't know, you ask the oracle, I am not capable of answering. And the oracle will say, which is higher than Socrates, he is the only one who knows the truth. What he said, I don't know. I don't know. In this way, they got confirmed that Socrates really knows about this. So, that does not mean that if you go around saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, you are a great guy. But this is what Maya will tell you to tell immediately. Oh, I heard Maharaj's class. Hereafter, if somebody asks, I should say, I don't know. Then only I know. This is exactly how Maya is operating on you. I explained in the beginning. No? The program in you is you'll go around saying, because this is what we are supposed to do as per the class. This is exactly what you will do. This is how Maya programs you. So the knowledge that is given to you, you are not free to use it beneficially to yourself. You use it in such a way that it shows clearly you are under material nature. See, this is the meaning of Mama Maya Duratyaya. Using Krishna consciousness also, you can be in full Maya. Yeah. Any other question or comment? Okay. Hare Krishna.